The fact that XRP will replace Bitcoin has been confirmed by Ripple's own CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, to which he says Bitcoin will be replaced by XRP and that XRP is designed for $10,000. Now, this wouldn't be the first time that a Ripple co-founder stated that XRP is designed for $10,000 because Arthur Pritu, a co-founder of Ripple Labs and a founder of XRP, stated that XRP is designed for $10,000 and must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, also had previously stated that XRP will surpass Ethereum in market cap, making it the second largest cryptocurrency behind Bitcoin, reaching over $25,000. And XRP had glitched over $37,000 in 124 on Bybit crypto exchange, with reports stating that some sell transactions actually occurred. So it's pretty much already been confirmed through multiple Ripple officials and directors that XRP will be priced between $10,000 and $35,000 per XRP. But most importantly, that it will substantially skyrocket past this number as XRP is set to replace Bitcoin, stating that Bitcoin was the beta test token while XRP is the real deal. This information specifically came after Wells Fargo approved XRP for payments, and RealFi has officially confirmed that they will inject over $650 trillion into the XRP ledger using the Real token. Now, this is extremely bullish because this alone would trigger XRP to go to $9,818 per XRP. Now, what a great way to talk about XRP, as XRP's price is officially pumping. And we partner with Uphold to give every single person watching this video up to $100 worth of free XRP just by simply liking the video, subscribing to the channel with your post notifications, and sharing this video. Now, real quick, you must also sign up on Uphold using my link in the description and do a transaction, which is very easy, is very quick, and the whole entire process takes less than 5 minutes. So this is literally free money. I definitely recommend you guys do it. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. The XRP price is currently $2.27, but will be over $10,000 plus in the next couple of weeks. Guys, we have information that $650 trillion will flow into the XRP ledger. But before we go into depth about that, let's make you personally listen to the Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, which says the Bitcoin experiment is done. XRP will replace Bitcoin and Ethereum, and XRP is designed for $10,000 due to the globalization of XRP across all the financial institutions in multiple countries, including 30 plus countries. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
XRP and the performance of XRP compares with Bitcoin. Bitcoin today, as was said earlier, Bitcoin in many ways has been a successful experiment, but not when it comes to payments. The throughput of Bitcoin, both in terms of to confirm a transaction, often can take an hour. I think Tavis said earlier, you're not going to use Bitcoin to buy coffee unless you want to wait there an hour for it to confirm the transaction. And then the transaction cost would be pretty high. So your Bitcoin...
So what's affecting the price of XRP has been the SEC. People forget, frankly, before the SEC got involved in the crypto markets, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset, ahead of ETH. And then the SEC got involved and said, hey, we think ETH is probably okay, and ETH went up. And then they sued Ripple, and XRP went down. This is not how our government is supposed to work. We're supposed to have a level playing field and have equal opportunity. We shouldn't have our government picking winners and losers in this regard. We think in the long run we'll prevail, and that'll sort itself out. But for now, it's frustrating for the community, and I like the way you characterized it, for the XRP family.
Now, you're hearing all this information by Ripple's own officials, but what you aren't realizing is that XRP has already been declared by multiple financial news outlets, some of the most verified in the world like Forbes, and Wells Fargo declared $60,000 per XRP. In fact, Forbes itself declared in one of their articles that XRP is the new Bitcoin and is going to $59,472. But they didn't even mention what Wells Fargo is doing with XRP, which is launching an XRP-powered cross-border payment solution and service that will service over 22 different countries, including the United States of America, Russia, China, South Africa, Brazil, and so many other countries that have massive multi-trillion-dollar economies that will all begin flowing into the XRP ledger. But another key thing that they are not telling you that is about to spike the price of XRP in literal weeks is RealFi. And the $654 trillion that will go into the markets on July 21st, with a massive burn for the real token happening on the July 15th. So in literal days, we're going to see a massive supply shock, and only a week after that, we're going to see $650 trillion flow into the real token, causing it to potentially go from 2 cents to over $65,000. And this is not my words, but the words of many experts and analysts that have been actually in the space. In fact, it highlights here that the XRP ledger is showing an increase in growing real-world asset tokenization and the adoption of the real token, which officially went live on June 7th and is poised to inject over $654.39 trillion, which is the global real estate market. And with a supply of only 100 million real tokens, already out of that, I think 20% was burned, so there's only about 80 million tokens, something like that, or maybe even less, maybe 60 million. RealFi aims to establish a universal real estate currency that can facilitate a wide range of property-related transactions, such as rent payments, security deposits, and even full property purchases, using the XRP ledger and its real token built on the XRPL. This is massive, and the money that is going to be made off of the real token is going to be amounts that we've never seen before. Talk about buying Bitcoin at 2 cents or 72 cents and selling it over $115,000. This is similar to what we're about to see for the real token, which is the native token for the RealFi ecosystem, which is doing a major announcement for their $654.39 trillion USD, jumping up with the XRP ledger on July 21st. Now, this is huge, guys. I'm buying a bag. I've seen a lot of other experts and analysts. I've seen a lot of people actually highlight similar situations of they're packing their bags for the real token, and already the markets for real token is beginning to pump. In fact, here's one expert, and we're talking about Jack the Rippler, right? Jack the Rippler with over 400,000 followers that has been attributed in the same charts as the most verified and influential XRP influencer next to Brad Garlinghouse, says 4,000 financial institutions to use XRP by the end of 2025, and we're talking about trillions, yes, trillions, over 654 trillion coming to the XRP ledger using real token, and highlighting that the real token will increase at least bare minimum 100,000%, and then you should get in while you can because he himself has packed a bag of real tokens. This is the scale of real tokens, and look at these massive support levels. I mean, this thing increased hundreds of thousands of percentages. This is verified information we're talking about. It's up 12% in the last 24 hours, but the charts are clearly repeating themselves, guys. Take a look at this. If we just shifted this here, boom, we would have a breakout, and this exactly what seems like it's going to happen. I mean, all the lines align for it. We are looking at the pattern, guys. We've seen this exact same thing happen, this exact T chart pattern back when it was sitting at here before the massive breakout. So obviously you've seen it spike, the retracement, we get the one breakout panel, and now we are about to see a massive parabolic breakout. Now, to top this all off, I mean, they have received a 100% buyback score, a low risk for top 3 holders. KYC score is 100%, and there's over 1,000, almost 1,700 wallets, which is extremely bullish, guys. Every single day, more and more wallets go on board the real token. And why is that? Well, it's because the real token, the more eyeballs it gets, the more people actually believe in the ecosystem. Guys, this is a payment and real estate solution. Take a look at this, guys. It's backed by the largest real estate institution, RealFi, and it uses the real token. It also uses XRP, but real token is really what it is using on, so it's the native token. Now, if you take a look, they are listed on multiple DEX exchanges like X Magnetic, Ban Exchange, XP Market, and you can also use their widget if you want to buy directly via card by clicking buy with card here and then directly doing the transaction. You can also check out their website. I'll be leaving all the links down below in the description. Guys, this is extremely bullish, and on July 21st, there is going to be a major breakout, and the closer we get to July 21st, the more money this thing is going to rise to, and you probably will end up getting priced out. So do your research. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice. Always do research. This is what we are trying to emphasize. And guys, I want to conclude the video here by saying XRP will be priced in the tens of thousands of dollars, but there will be XRP related projects like RealFi that are going to do 60, 70, maybe even $100,000 per XRP. So guys, with that being said, I will end up the video here. Because enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And with all of that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Make sure you sign up on Apple using my link in the description to get up to $100. And peace.